Hey there, baseball fans. Nathan Rohde, Shooter Hunt, and Kevin Moulder here with State to the Nation for PBR Missouri. Kevin, really appreciate you coming on today. Let's jump into things talking about the 2021 draft. You've got a 6'6 righty in Austin Young. We're going to see him at the Super 60. It sounds like this guy's really rising up boards.
Yeah, he's come along here the past 12 months or so, and what you're going to see is a tall, lanky righty with plenty of upside that right now pitches in the upper 80s, gets it up to 92, and has a good feel for his secondary pitches. Throws a curveball for a strike, and he's got a plus changeup to go with it all.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be a good one to see at the Super 60 for us. Those Missouri arms are always projectable, and you know what? To be honest with you, they always find a big velo jump. I can think back Trevor Rosenthal. You get a lot of guys who just really pump out velo out of Missouri, and sometimes it happens a little bit later. I'd expect Young to be one of those guys who makes a jump, and with that pitchability, turns himself into a real nice arm.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, I agree. And not too long ago, he was a mid-80s guy, and it wouldn't shock me at all come this spring, and hopefully by the Super 60, if that 92 is turned into a 3 or a 4, we'll see where it goes.
Nice. In that 21 class, you've got an uncommitted guy in Jacob Frost, who sounds like if school lands him, or when they land him, they'll have a legit two-way guy on their hands.
Yeah, he came to a couple of our events this fall. Interesting guy on the mound. He's a legit two-way prospect, depending on the level. Like him a lot on the mound, up to 87, with just a fastball that rides a little bit, a swing and miss fastball with a breaking ball. And then at the plate, he's got some thump. He's on the TrackMan, was up to 97 on the exit velo, so he can swing the bat a little bit. First base, left-handed pitcher, and he's going to make some school happy, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And then the 22 class, you got Chase Beatty, future games participant, corner infielder, third baseman. It sounds like the bat will profile just fine at that spot.
Yeah, he's a guy that's hit. I've got to see him a lot, whether it's at the future games or over at Creekside this summer or this fall, and he just always finds the barrel hits. He can hit for some power to all fields. He'll drive the right center gap for doubles, and he's got some legit pull side pop. And that is one of the top bats in the 22 class in Missouri, and a guy that has a chance to be a middle of the lineup hitter at the college level.
Yeah, it looks like he really turned the barrel, some future power potential, that frame, almost a Luke Voigt type frame that he could grow into over time. And if that power clicks at the next level, you're looking at a middle of the order run producer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no doubt, and that's a good comp for sure.
There you go. Well, a guy can really hit when Shooter brings up turn the barrel. So looking at the 23 class, we've got another future games participant in Tyler Macon.
Yeah, love Tyler. What you're buying there is the athleticism. I don't know what he's going to do. I just know what he's going to do is something good. And he was in particular really good on the offensive side at the future games. Plays shortstop, does that fine. He's a football player, so just a good athlete, tough-nosed kid, comes from good bloodlines. Dad played pro ball. That's a guy, Tyler's the guy that I'm really looking forward to tracking over the next couple of years, because I think it's going to be really good things to watch out for.
Yeah, it's just a kid that plays with bounce. It looks like he's happy on the field, and it shows in his game, twitchy all over. I think there's going to be a lot of college coaches hanging around Creekside, because the more you see Macon, the more you think to yourself, hey, this guy's always on base. He's always doing something that positive in the game that makes an impact. So college coaches this summer, Creekside, Macon, there you go.
Excellent. Well,
absolutely. And he can impact the game a lot of different ways. When he's on base, too, he's always causing trouble and good at finding a way to score a run once he gets to first base.
Nice. Excellent. Well, let's wrap things up here with the freshman class, the 2024s. You got your top-ranked guy in Trey Snyder, who's obviously got some attention nationally as well.
Yeah, he burst on the scene. Got to see him a lot this summer over at Creekside, and then over at the future games, and another kid that just hits. I like him at shortstop. There's some major upside there, and just for good measures, he's been up to like 87 on the mound as well. Even though I like him more as a positional player, I'd say, in the bat plays, he can get on the mound, and run it up there pretty good. But that's a high-end guy that'll be a fun one to have in the state for the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, he was with Team Select, so I got to see him the whole time. And what stood out even more than the tools, which are obvious, he's a premium athlete in the class, it's the moxie and the aura that he presents. Just the 24 amongst a bunch of big, talented 23s and 22s, he was not scared. And going out there, I think there's some polish that he can still allow himself to make some progressions in the future, which I'm excited about. But right now, just the raw tools and athleticism that he presents are thrilling to see. The right-handed bat, I think there's going to be a ton more power in the future. He can really run, and he can pick it at shortstop. So a lot to be excited about Trey Snyder.
Nice. Well, if he was on Team Select, I know I'm going to hear about him for the next 4 years thanks to Shooter. But great stuff, Kevin. We appreciate you joining us today. But as always, for Shooter Hunt and Kevin Moulder, I'm Nathan Rohde. This was State to the Nation. And until next time, we'll see you guys at the ballpark.